Everyone. In this video, we will discuss the one-one correspondence and the cardinality of the set. Now, the size of a set, or more correctly, we can say that it cardinality of a set. That means the number of elements or the size of a set is called the cardinality. The number of element of a set is called the cardinality. And in this video or in this discussion, in the whole video about the cardinality, it is common to employ the term one-to-one correspondence rather than one-to-one onto function. That means one-to-one and onto functions, we will use the synonyms one-to-one correspondence. That means if we say A and B are in one-to-one correspondence, that means there is a one-to-one onto function f from A to B. If a set A is a finite and A is not empty, not a null set, then for some natural number n there exists a one-to-one onto function. That means one-one correspondence. There exists a one-one correspondence, or we can say one-to-one onto function f from the set 1 to up to n to the set A. This means the set A is equal to A1, A2, An if we suppose f of I is equal to ai. 1 we get a1, 2 we get a2. That means we have a set of natural number 1, 2 up to n. The image of f of 1 is equal to a1, f of 2 is equal to a2, f of n is equal to an. This is the set A. So we can say that the cardinality of a set A is n, and it is denoted by the cardinality of A is equal to n. A has one-one correspondence with the first n natural numbers. So the counting is as 1, 2, 3 up to n. So for 1, A1, 2, A2, so the number of element in the set A is 1 to n. Now another example to make this concept more clear. The number of letters alphabet in English. That means if we have a set of the English alphabets, then the cardinality of the set is 26, because we know that the number of alphabets in English is 26. Now the example is x belongs to R such that x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we have a set of the elements of R under the condition x square plus 1 is equal to 0. And we know that no x satisfies this condition. X square plus 1 will never be 0 if x belongs to R. That means the cardinality of this set is 0. This is a null set. Now we have a definition. Set A and the set B. have the same cardinality, and we write cardinality of A is equal to the cardinality of B, then the size of two sets are equal if and only if there is a 1-to-1 correspondence between A and B. That means there exists a function f from A to B which is 1 1 and on 2. Then we can say that the cardinality of A and B are equal. For example, if a function which map A to x and B to y, so we have a set having the element A and B and another set x and y, and the cardinality is 2. That means there exists 1 1 and on 2 function from A to B. Suppose A has A and B and B has x and y. The image of A is x, image of B is y. That is why we can say that f of A is equal to x, f of B is equal to y. So there is 1 1 and on 2. The function is 1 1 and on 2. So there is 1 1 correspondence between the set A and B. So the cardinality must be equal, and the cardinality of A is 2 and the cardinality B is also 2. Now another very interesting example. Suppose there is a function from n set of natural number to the set of natural number and union a singleton set of 0 and defined as f of n is equal to n minus 1. That means if we put the first natural number n, we get 0. F of 1 is equal to 0, f of 2 is equal to 1, f of 3 is equal to 2, and f of n is equal to n minus 1, and so on. And we can see that there is the 1 1 correspondence between n and this set. So the cardinality of this set is equal. That means cardinality of n is equal to the cardinality of n union the singleton set. This is one of the most interesting example. Another interesting example is if the function from z to 2z and defined as f of n is equal to 2n, and we can see that there is 1 1 correspondence between z to 2z for every integer. Suppose 1 we get 2, suppose 2 we get 4, 3, 6. We always find a number multiple of 2 for any number n in z. That means the cardinality of z is equal to the cardinality of 2z. Now another example show that the set R plus, the set of positive real numbers has the same cardinality as the open interval 0, 1. That is 0, x belongs to R such that x lie between 0 and 1. Now we have to prove the cardinality of R plus positive real number is equal to the cardinality of this open interval. Now to prove this, we will define a function. Let f is a function from the open interval 0, 1 to the positive real numbers, and defined as f of x is equal to 1 upon x minus 1. Now the claim that f establish a 1-1 correspondence between 0 and 1. Claim f is 1-1 and onto. Show that the onto, and to show that the function is onto, we have to show for any y belongs to R plus positive real number is fx for some x belongs to the open interval 0, 1. But y is equal to 1 upon x minus 1 implies that x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus y, which is in 0, 1. We can check, since y is positive, 1 plus y is always positive, and 1 upon any number greater than 1 always lie between 0 and 1. That means the function is onto. This implies f is onto function. Now the second claim, the claim is 1-1 and onto, and we have proved the function is onto. Now we'll move for 1-1. To prove the function is 1-1, we'll have f of the image of x1 is equal to image of x2, where x1 and x2 belongs to R plus 2 positive number. F of x1 is equal to f of x2. This implies, by the definition of f, we can write 1 upon x1 minus 1 is equal to 1 upon x2 minus 1. This implies 1 upon x1 is equal to 1 upon x2, and this implies this is equal to x1 is equal to x2. This implies, hence we can say that the function is 1-1. F is 1-1. So we have proved that there exists a function from open interval 0, 1 to the set positive real numbers, which is 1-1 and onto. That means the cardinality of two sets are equal. Hence the cardinality of the open interval 0, 1 is equal to the cardinality of this positive real numbers, set of positive real numbers. So the cardinality of the open interval 0, 1 is equal to the cardinality of the positive set of positive real numbers. Now we have a next problem. Show that the cardinality of n cross n is equal to the cardinality of n. Solution is, the elements of n cross n can be listed by the scheme as if we have a list that the element of n cross n can be written as 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, and so on. These are the elements of n cross n. And now we have a scheme we can list these numbers as 1 comma 1, 2 comma 1, now 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, and so on. And now here 2 comma 2, 3 comma 2, 4 comma 2, and so on. Here we have 3 comma 1, 4 comma 1, 4 comma 3, and so on. 3 comma 3 and 3 comma 4, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4. If we start counting as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. That means we have a systematically an arrangement such that we can count the unshuffled number as by the scheme. That means we have a function such that we can count the set of natural number to these ordered pairs. That means the number of elements of n cross n. Now the idea is, if we have a scheme to count the number, so that means we have a function, or we can say that we have a 1-1 correspondence. And now if we have a 1-1 correspondence from n to n cross n, then we can say that the cardinality of n cross n is equal to the cardinality of n. And in this question it is very clear, we have a natural number 1, 2, 3, and so on, and we just start counting 1. That means we associate this 1 to this. 2 comma 1, 2, 1 comma 2, this is 3, that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That means we have a 1-1 correspondence between n and n cross n. That means the cardinality is same. Now the next problem is, we will not discuss, I just mentioned that prove that the set of rational number is countable. So how can we count the set of natural number? If we have a scheme to cross n cross n elements, so irrational number is in the form of m upon n. If we write m upon n in the form of the ordered pair, so we have this scheme. Now arrange these rational numbers in this scheme, and then if we are able to arrange all the rational numbers under in this scheme, that means we have a 1-1 correspondence. So we can say that the cardinality of rational number is equal to the cardinality of, or we can say that the set of positive rational number is a countable set. Countable means if the function is either finite, a 0, or denumerable. We didn't discuss yet what is denumerable, but the set of rational number is countable. And how will we prove? The proof is very easy. If we arrange all the positive rational numbers as an ordered pair, and we have a scheme to count these numbers, so we can say that there is a 1-1 correspondence between the positive rational numbers and the set of natural number. That means the positive rational numbers are countable. Now the last problem of this topic is show that 0, 1 is uncountable, is uncountable. And the proof is, suppose that there does exist a list A1, A2, A3 and so on of all real numbers between 0 and 1. And write each number in the decimal form as 0.200 and so on, rather than 0.199. For example, suppose we have a list A1 is equal to 0.A11, A12 or A13, A14 and so on. A2 is another number, 0.A21, A22, A23 and so on. And A3 is equal to 0.A31, A32, A33 and so on. Now we have a list of all the numbers. The idea is we have to prove this open interval is uncountable, and we will prove by the contradiction. And for the contradiction, suppose it is countable. If it is countable, then we can arrange in a sequence, or that means we can make a list of all the numbers. Because the function is countable, we assume that. And suppose we have all the numbers between 0 and 1. That means there is no number left which lie between 0 and 1 and which is not present here. That means all the numbers are here. Any number between 0 and 1, if you write any number between 0 and 1, we always find here in the list. Now if we are able to find a number between 0 and 1 which is not present in the list, then we got a contradiction, and in this case we have proved the open set is uncountable. So we already supposed that all the number between 0 and 1 is to be here. This implies B differs from AI in the ith decimal place. So the hypothesis that 0, 1 are countable is wrong. This is because this is a contradiction. Remember that every real number between 0 and 1 is supposed to be here, but we have a number b which is not present in the list because b differ from ai in the ith decimal places. That means this is a contradiction because b is not present in the list. That means our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So 0, 1, this open interval is uncountable. Is uncountable. Similarly, if we have to prove R is set of real number is uncountable, it is an assignment for home. Prove that the set of real number is uncountable, and we have already proved that the open interval 0, 1 is uncountable, and we also know that 0, 1 is a subset of R, and if subset is uncountable then the set must be uncountable. So R is also uncountable. This is all about the 1-1 correspondence and the countability of the set. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any problem, you can write in the comment box and we will explain in the next video. Thank you.